Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Okay, well listen, before we finish, would like your opinion about this weekend's fight. Yeah. Did you know there was a fight going on this week?
Is it?
Yeah.
Where?
It's happening in Texas, and it's available in the UK for $1.99 this week.
On what platform?
On DAVISON UK.
Wow.
Wow. Hydrate.
Well, hydrate.
What chance do you give Callum Smith in this fight?
Listen, Callum Smith's a top quality fighter. I really like him. I really like Joe Gallagher, and I really like all the brothers. And I really, I'd love to see him be able to do it. But I can only be judged, like, if I said things that I didn't mean, then all of a sudden people, if I've got something to say, people's got no intention by it, yeah? So people, I'm not going to name no names, but slag people for being company men, yeah? And saying what they're told to say. Now, like I said, I don't want to upset anybody because I really like all of them. But I have to give my honest opinion. And my honest opinion is that stylistically, Callum Smith plays into the hands of Canelo. So, yes, I do heavily favour Canelo. That is not to say that I don't think Callum Smith has any chance of winning. Of course he has a chance. But I think he'll have to show things that we've not seen him do before for him to be able to have that chance. Can he do that? I hope, and I'd love to see that he's able to do that. But what I'm saying is, from what I've seen, I would heavily favour Canelo stylistically. That does not mean that Callum Smith is not a top super middleweight. Of course he is. We all know that. It's just what I see and my opinion.
It has been said that Callum Smith has the best chance out of all the previous 5 opponents that he's fought from the UK. It doesn't really mean anything, that stat, but just from a UK perspective, Amir Khan, Rocky Fielding, his brother Liam Smith, Ryan Rose, Matthew Hatton from years ago, but he stands the best chance of actually beating Canelo.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like I said, Callum's obviously a top quality fighter. Just from what we have seen, stylistically, in my opinion, suits Canelo. Is he capable of changing things up? I'm sure he is, because he's a top quality fighter. But I can only go from what I've seen. Like I say, Joe Gallagher and their team will know more of what Callum's versatility and what he's capable of. But I can only go from what I've seen. But obviously I would love to see him do it, of course.
How would you see the first 3 rounds of this fight playing out?
I mean, you'd imagine that Callum's gonna, okay, I need to keep him behind my jab. Would you agree with that?
I would say that was a sensible decision.
Yeah, exactly. But what you're gonna give Canelo is opportunity to slip that jab, and then what?
I'm asking you. You tell me. You're like the expert.
Yeah, I'm asking you though. So if I throw a jab at Canelo, what's he probably going to do?
He's probably going to try and slip it.
And then what?
Counter.
Yes. So I see the first few rounds probably going like that, or the first round. But Callum is very good up short as well, and up close. So I probably see the fight then getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer in terms of distance. And then I just see the variety of Canelo being a bit too much. So it's a bit like the Lyndon Arthur situation with Yard. Like if Lyndon Arthur had thrown his jab one pace consistently, thinking, I've got to try and keep Yard off, Yard probably would have been able to counter that. But he threw Yard's timing off, changing the rhythm, made it difficult. Is Callum capable of doing that? If he is, then it'll become more of an interesting fight, a bit like Kovalev did. yeah, because Callum's good mid to short, I do see the fight. I do see him then saying at some point going, okay, I need to see, while struggling at distance and probably being forced to box at a higher pace than he'll be comfortable with. And Canelo will be forcing him to punch to try and keep him off him, therefore leaving gaps for Canelo to make him miss and make him pay. It will then probably come up short and up close. Then it will be interesting to see how Callum deals with that. But the variety of Canelo's phenomenal. He's an unbelievable fighter. I'm not just saying this because I'm not even training him at the minute, but Billy Joe, in my opinion, has the best chance of something with Canelo. And I'm not saying that because the relationship I've got with Billy Joe whatsoever. I'm saying that because that's the truth. Like I just said, I really, really like Joe Gallagher. I really, really like Callum Smith, and I like the whole family. But that's my opinion. I can only give my honest opinion. And my honest opinion is stylistically, Billy Joe gives the most problems to Canelo for those reasons I just explained to you.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.